The American people really can't tolerate a renegade like Frank White running around South America with his militia, creating his own foreign policy for our government. South America conducting covert activities which I believe to be neither appropriate nor tolerable in our day and age. The purpose of this committee is to expose what we feel is a dangerous trend being followed by the present administration. I am speaking to its unbridled abuse of security and our intelligence services. On September 13th, a foreign diplomat was brutally assassinated at the United Nations in New York City. The international ramifications of this incident will have a profound effect on the foreign policy of this country. This tragedy has captured the attention of the public and the media and has caused the members of this committee to question the role we appear to have been taking on in Central America. Specifically, covert operations have been launched and conducted through the Central Intelligence Agency and have been done so without appropriate congressional approval. This committee will be dedicated to determining the depth, scope, and lawfulness of these activities. They reek of gunboat diplomacy and recklessness and are ultimately endangering our national security and foreign policy. My intention is to prove that Frank White, who is sitting here today, carried out the assassination of Ambassador Miguel Rivera under specific authority of the Central Intelligence Agency. I would like to call my first witness, Detective Bryant of the New York City Police Department. Detective Bryant, you responded to the scene of the murders on September 13th. Would you tell the council what you saw?
At the scene, I found Mr. Frank White standing over the body of another man, Rick Burns, a possible accomplice. Now, this location was directly across the East River from the site of the second murder, that of Mr. Miguel Rivera. At the scene, we found an extremely high-powered rifle, a weapon of a type used by snipers. That is to say, a sniper could use this weapon to take a long-range yet accurate shot.
Sounds like you did your homework. What sort of sniper weapon?
It was a .50 caliber, an Army-type weapon.
So let me make sure I understand this. This is the ultimate weapon to terminate someone's life, and White used this awesome weapon to, in fact, assassinate a foreign diplomat at the UN.
But yeah, we think so. At least that's the conclusion that the department came to, judging from the evidence that we found at the scene.
Thank you very much, Detective Bryant.
Did I say that I can go there?
Yeah. I would like at this time to call Rafael Ortiz. Mr. Ortiz, what is your current assignment?
I am the Hector Ruiz chairholder at New York University. I am also the head of the Policy Center for Latin American Studies in New York City.
I'd like at this time for Mr. Ortiz to describe Miguel Rivera and perhaps shed a little light for this assembly on the background of his goodwill mission to the United States and to the United Nations last September.
Miguel Rivera was a very charismatic statesman. He was also one of the most progressive leaders on the Central American scene. If the United States had recognized that it had friends like Miguel Rivera, perhaps we could have averted this nightmare that we have developed in Central America.
I think we're starting to get the picture, Mr. Ortiz. Could you be specific about the goodwill mission, please?
Yes, I could, Congressman. Mr. Rivera came to New York to address a special meeting of the UN General Assembly, specifically about U.S. intervention in Central America. At this time, he was targeted by the CIA for murder, and the evidence shows that he was the victim of a sniper's assassination.
Mr. Ortiz, you say that Miguel Rivera was on a goodwill mission to the U.S.? Could you comment on this Justice Department document I have before me that specifically names Mr. Rivera as a major conduit for a drug smuggling operation based in his country, importing cocaine into the United States?
That is a lie! That is CIA propaganda! What is it? I see nothing here! What is this?
I think that will be all for Mr. Ortiz. I think he's commenting on matters that do not pertain to these hearings.
The congressional investigation surrounding the assassination of Miguel Rivera got underway today. Congressman Philip Stumper centered his attack on former Marine officer Frank White.
I think we'll all agree American foreign policy can't be dictated by a bunch of renegades.
And sir, if successful, will you be running for Senate?
Let's see what happens in the next week.
Bob, I think Congress will begin its
question,
investigation on who is
question,
Frank White,
Scott.
what is his background, and what was his relationship with Rick Burns, the second man mysteriously found dead at the scene of the Miguel Rivera assassination.
Get me the Nielsen ratings on my opening statement.
Okay?
Go. Move.
We'll be looking into Mr. White's involvement with other agencies within the
Alice,
as
send
well
in
as
Doug, will
several
ya?
of the...
I want you to know we've accepted your letter of resignation.
Sir, if I may, I don't think it's fair that one man be the scapegoat for this entire mess.
Ms. Todd, let's get one thing straight. Congress is gearing up for another witch hunt. The politicians are crying for our blood. The agency will steer clear of this matter no matter what. We're all expendable here. Frank White especially.
Sir, my testimony will not involve the agency.
You're damn right it won't.
Sir, what are you getting at?
You signed an oath with this agency. You divulge any sensitive information, and you'll find yourself being tried for treason in federal court. Do you understand?
Here we go, Congressman. Let's check this out. Beautiful. Here I come. Bye, guys. Hey, how you doing, idiot? Don't play. The issues are broad-based, but they're about people like you and me. What was that line again? I campaign on a platform of truth and honesty, and that's what I'm sticking with, right to the end. What we really need is a dialogue. People talking to people. Right. They'll buy it. David, did you get the scoop on White?
Well, I've got Frank White's service record right here.
What we really need is
Turns out he's quite a war hero. Served in Vietnam for Burns.
Huh. Nothing tarnishing, huh? Then get me some dirt on Burns.
Well, I tried. He's quite a hero himself. Highly decorated.
Jesus Christ, David. Politics 101 here, guy. I don't need a couple of heroes. I need a bad guy. Somebody for the media and the people to focus on. That's how things work around here, David. All right? Remember that. I mean, for me to win, somebody's got to lose. He's the bad guy, I'm the good guy. He's bad, I'm good. He's bad, I'm good. He's bad, I'm good. He's bad, I'm good. Now, I don't care how you get it. Go out and get me some dirt on White and Burns. Got it? This stuff is beautiful. Oh, thanks, David. A new approach. That's what I'd like to see. I campaigned on a... I like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's that lady friend of yours.
I've been subpoenaed, Frank.
Of course. You're the key witness. Their only witness.
They offered me an immunity deal.
Maybe you better take it.
How's your lawyer doing?
He gave me this clown. He's street smart, though. Pretty tough. I think he's in over his head. What do you know about Congressman Stumper?
Not much. Freshman congressman. He came out of nowhere with an incredible ego.
I don't buy it. Someone's behind it. What's the agency's position?
They won't touch it. I've got to be on my own on this one, Frank. I've resigned.
You've resigned?
If I'm no longer with the agency, then I can take the immunity deal. That'll keep Stumper off my back until I can figure this whole thing out.
Good plan. I owe you one.
Then we're just about even.
Stumper, leading a special congressional committee.
Daniel, how are you? Good to see you.
Congressman, so nice of you to come out to the sticks here to visit us.
Well, I like it out here, Daniel, especially when I'm coming to hobnob with my best constituent.
Uh-huh. You listen. Make sure that my name doesn't appear in any of these proceedings you're conducting.
Oh, trust me on that. As far as I can see it, you're not involved with this anyway.
You know, you can destroy the National Security Council, you can even topple the administration. But you just remember one thing, son. You're working for me.
I wish you wouldn't put it quite that way. Our working relationship, as I like to describe it, Dan, helps me to buy votes and helps keep Uncle Sam off your back.
Well, if you play your cards right, this kangaroo fucking circus you're running is gonna make you the hot shit young stud on the hill now, isn't it? I'm sure you're aware of that.
Well, I'm aware of the potential publicity aspect.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Now, the wild card here is Frank White. What do you know about him?
He's the key.
Yeah?
He's the link to the CIA. I mean, if I can prove that he was sanctioned to assassinate a foreign diplomat on our shores, I'm gonna blow this thing wide open.
He's a tough nut.
His testimony's going to hang him. When I'm through with him, he's not gonna have enough ass left to sit on a thumbtack. Don't worry about him.
Oh, I'm not worried.
Barry, you gotta put me on the stand here, okay? Congressman's witnesses are lying. They're full of shit.
Frank, trust me. I know what I'm doing, okay? Let the congressman hang himself with his bullshit witnesses. We'll bide our time. Listen, I gotta build a case for you. What I need to know is, what was your relationship with Rick Burns?
Rick Burns? Served 3 tours together in Nam.
Hey! You found that thing, you're gonna catch some friendly fire from me!
They're all over the place, man! If you think they're gonna overrun us, they're in the wire, man!
Yeah, you pull the trigger on that M60 and we're gonna catch an RPG round right in this hole.
What the fuck's going on?
Charlie's throwing us a little party.
I just got here, man. I didn't even get my weapon yet.
Here you go, kid. This will get overrun, you can shoot yourself with it.
You an officer?
Yeah, something like that.
Because I'm looking for my CO.
Yeah, what's your MOS? Jesus Christ, they sent me another NFG.
I'm not an NFG, I'm a sniper.
That's what we fucking died. All right, kid. All right. We got more.
I was assigned to Rick Burns. We started working together.
As a sniper team.
We were good. Definitely one of the best ones over there. They'd give us missions that nobody else would touch.
How far you figure?
About 800 meters.
Don't move, man. Movement's the one thing they'll spot. Easy and slow does it.
Okay. It's a long shot, though.
Shit, Frank. I can hit a target anywhere from 500 to 1,000 meters, 97% first time. As long as I got the right equipment and the right conditions.
Yeah, it's not like shooting targets in training. Out here on our own, without any support.
Yeah. Risk is minimal. You know, when we pull the trigger on one of these guys, all they know is somebody fell down. By the time they figure it out, they don't know where it came from. The sniper doesn't have to get close. You're invisible. Snipers like God. We just sit up here and survey the world. Point our finger. Decide who lives or dies. All alone.
Yeah, well, right now, I wish that NBA general would step out of that hooch. I can pull my finger at him.
You think you can make the shot?
No heartbeat.
Yeah, you're ready. You take this one. Sniper laying God bother you? Just pretend you're a military surgical instrument. I'll spot for you this time.
Just dialed in, Rick.
Yeah, 800 meters. But don't ever take somebody's word for it. Say it yourself. Take it easy, Frank. Talk to yourself. It'll help settle your shot. Take your time. We got all the time in the world. He's got all eternity. Good shot.
Yeah. Come on, let's DD.
No, come on. We got all day, man. Like I said, we're invisible.
about after the war?
Peacetime army's pretty dull. Mustered out at about the same time. But because we were highly trained personnel, we were in demand by various agencies.
Hey, listen, Frank. Level with me, huh? What are we talking about here?
Recruited by the CIA.
Hey, Frank. Go.
I'm out of here. Right there. Ernie! Hey. Just kidding, man.
Would you describe yourself, Mr. White?
Well, sir, I'm a soldier.
Are you currently in the employ of the United States Armed Services?
I'm not currently in the armed services of the United States government. I am an officer in the Marine Corps Reserve.
Then you are not a United States soldier. Are you in fact a mercenary or a soldier for hire?
Congressman, I wouldn't put it in those terms. I have from time to time served on a freelance basis as a consultant for our government in military areas.
Were you involved in a covert, commando-type mission in Central America that took place approximately 2 years ago?
What mission would you be referring to?
I'm referring to a mission you led, sanctioned by the CIA. Would you describe that mission, please?
I object, Mr. Chairman. This alleged mission took place 2 years ago and has nothing to do with the matter currently before this committee concerning Mr. Rivera's death. In addition, my client has not been granted immunity in this...
We appreciate your trying to protect your client, Mr. Feld, but this committee will decide what is pertinent and what is not. This mission is a matter of record. We would like to hear Mr. White's version of what happened. Mr. White?
We were conducting a long-range reconnaissance mission. We were part of a joint law enforcement task force under the auspices of the Drug Enforcement Administration and the CIA. I led a 6-man team comprised of hand-picked, highly trained military professionals. Ops orders were to insert an observer.
First, I gotta get you with that piece. The bone you get me within 1,000 yards and he buys the farm.
It was to observe a large cocaine processing plant deep in a remote part of the jungle of that country.
Did your orders include anything other than observation?
Yes, Congressman. If we were to locate certain targets of opportunity, we were to arrest them.
Would you elaborate upon that, Mr. White?
Our intel told us that we might run into certain high-ranking members of the cocaine cartel who were wanted for extradition. If that was the case, we were to carry out that extradition.
Take along a sniper with you.
A sniper, sir?
That's right. A sniper by the name of Rick Burns. I believe you knew him personally, Mr. White.
Well, Rick Burns was our observer. Through his sniper training, he had certain expertise with long-range observation equipment and its use.
Did you see any action on this mission?
No, we didn't. The women were all back in the city.
Very funny, Mr. White. I meant, did you engage in armed hostilities with the people at that cocaine processing plant?
I don't understand the question, Congressman.
Did you engage the enemy?
To a very serious firefight. We had to effect an emergency extraction.
An emergency extraction? That's a fairly descriptive term, Mr. White. What exactly is an emergency extraction?
We got into some pretty serious shit, if you excuse me, Congressman.
The mission did not go as planned.
That's correct. There was a security leak. They were waiting for us.
So you engaged uniformed troops of a foreign power?
No, they were irregulars. They were employed by the cocaine cartel.
Got some work down the line. Get down, lay flat. They haven't spotted us yet. Sir, they're headed for the tree line. Spotted us! All right, then move! 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 Come on, move! Head for the ridge! Move! Move! Come on, guys!
You mean you were involved with a firefight with civilians, is that correct?
As I've explained, Congressman, they weren't exactly civilians.
Did you kill any of these civilians?
We defended ourselves against a superior hostile force. I lost 4 good Americans, my men. I wouldn't know about their casualties as we were attempting to withdraw after we were attacked, and I didn't stop to count, Mr. Congressman.
Thank you, Mr. White. That'll be all.
The hell with those guys. Pencil Nick wouldn't let me tell my side of the story.
Show them your balls, right, Frank?
We can get to the good part. You cut me off.
Okay, you guys, we've got a lot of work ahead of us. Were you able to get that eyewitness account of White's last trip to Central America?
Not yet, Phil, but we're working on it. In the meantime, the IRS came up with their records of everything going back to 75.
All right, good. Dave, what about that military misconduct thing?
Back in 67,
Yeah.
tax code violation?
Yeah, what's the story on that?
I don't think there's anything in it, but
With a live update from Capitol Hill, Martin Spoosteen.
Former Marine Lieutenant Frank White is due to appear today. Mood on the Hill is quite anticipatory, as he certainly is one of the key players in this CIA-gate scandal.
It's pretty rough on you, Frank?
Nah. I've been in deeper shit than this.
Where?
Wasn't a place where they weren't as concerned about my human rights as here.
What was that?
Central America, a couple of years ago.
What happened?
On a mission. My whole squad got captured. They took us to a shitty, stinking prison run by the secret police. It was a one-way deal. They put you in, but you never get out.
Tortured you guys?
Yeah. They're pretty routine after a while. No, they weren't very imaginative. Every morning they'd come get us, string us up. And it was time for the question and answer period.
something with me.
The men blame Burns.
Who's Burns?
Rick Burns, team sniper, my oldest friend. Bastards tracked us through the jungle, picking his cigarette butts up.
Fuck you, Burns! We've been your protection party from the start. These nice accommodations because of your act still got us here. Fuck you! Back off! I did my job! Son of a bitch is dead! You were supposed to get us out of here. Yeah. Awesome, man!
Burns had lost the edge, got careless. That's how we got captured. Then the big guy showed up and quit fucking around. He killed my men one by one.
Jesus Christ.
These men are obviously CIA professionals. And yet, this is not a good thing. Not for me, not for you.
All right, Miguel, why don't you tell me what happened?
They are part of a strike force that attacked our central cocaine factory. Brutally murdered my men. It was totally destroyed. We lost millions.
Okay, I can assure you this will not happen again. That's why I have Mr. Blunt down here. To prevent these, sort of things.
True, Senor Blunt. Capture these men. I count on you and your political power in the United States to prevent this kind of military force.
Well, you just can't change U.S. foreign policy overnight, Miguel. You have to fuck with it. But now that we've isolated the case, I'm sure that we'll be able to take care of it.
I certainly hope so.
I've ordered Mr. Blunt to find out what the CIA knows about our operations.
Saben nada! I don't care what they know about the operation. I don't give a shit. I want these men to pay for my loss. I want them to die. Tell me now, what men from our organization are targeted for assassination?
I don't know anything. I get paid to heat shit.
Now, we're getting paid to die.
Fuck you, Bird! You goddamn cigarette butt guts into this shithole! Shut up, Ryan! I'll give him the fucking satisfaction. Die together here.
Shut up.
Where's your military honor one? Fuck you.
You happy now?
Sarah executed each one of them. Got pretty grim at the end.
Well, how did you get out?
It was just me and Burns. We knew we weren't walking out of there. We saw our chance and we took it. That's the last I ever saw of him until the day he got shot.
Forget it, man. I'm going downriver. We don't stand a chance apart. We gotta do it together. It's over, man. Come on, Frank. Use your hands. It's over. I don't need you. You let me down. I don't need you. I taught you every goddamn thing you know. We stand on our own now. Go our own ways. You're not gonna make it alone, Frank. You're not gonna make it alone. Come on, man. Don't let your pride kill you. Why? Why? God damn it, we're a team. Why? Why?
What happened then?
I never got another assignment. I had to retire. They hushed the whole thing up.
What do you have for me? So those checks can be traced directly to Congressman Stumper's Political Action Fund? Drawn by Daniel Waterman? And you're positive you can trace that? Thanks.
Hey, Daniel, you're 45 minutes late. I've been here like over an hour. Well, I mean, what's up?
I'm not very happy with the way these proceedings are developing.
Well, Dan.
I have certain business interests in Latin America. Hey, you know how it is down there. Business, politics, they're all the same.
But we're being very specific.
What I'm saying is, I would hate to appear as a character on your little third world soap opera.
Daniel, we're talking about congressional hearings.
You follow me now, don't you?
Oh, sure.
Stumper, do you have anything to say today? How you feel about this, right?
You've got to remember our Constitution, our legal system's on the line here. I don't think it's really right or fair. Our forefathers didn't intend us to be governed by a few people. This is a land of the people.
That's right. Thank you. Is that how you feel about this, right?
This is Suzanne O'Rourke in front of what you can see is the closed-door session of the ongoing CIA gate hearings here on Capitol Hill. I'll be standing by the hearing room door, Bob, keeping a close eye on further developments.
I'd like to call Thomas Beals, who is a former member of the CIA, who is currently testifying under immunity granted by Congress, and we very much thank him for appearing here today. Mr. Beals, what was your assignment in the CIA?
I was a case officer.
I see. And in that capacity, did you ever meet Mr. Richard Burns?
Yes, I did. It was my job to assign him certain tasks, certain missions.
Sir, White's FBI file.
Keep this under wraps. Mr. Beals, the assertion has been made that Mr. Burns also worked as a contract hitman, a sniper for hire. Would you be able to substantiate that assertion?
Yes, I would. He was a wet work specialist. Wet work?
Could you describe for us what wet work is?
He would carry out murders, assassinations, things of that sort. However, he became unreliable after the Central American mission.
His behavior was erratic. We had to retire him from the service. He began to work for the private sector. He seemed to be driven by a personal vendetta. He continued to apply the skills that he employed while working with the agency. He was the consummate sniper. He could blend into any environment, wilderness or urban. He could maneuver anywhere without being spotted. He was rumored to do anything at the right price. Simply stated, he was a contract hitman.
So knowing this, the CIA, an organ of the U.S. government, actively sought to employ such a man. Is that correct?
That is correct. In pure terms, he was probably the best military sniper in the world. At least on our side, that is.
Hello, mister. You like nice Chinese girl?
Yes, this is a place.
No, we don't like this place. We go to my room.
No.
If you want to be paid, you'll do what I tell you. Now go in and tell the landlady that I want the top floor on the north side of the building. I'll pay a week's rent in advance. You got that?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Any evidence to connect Frank White to these events?
No, we have no direct evidence.
Fine. Thank you very much, Mr. Beals.
Jesus, Frank, your front page news again. Gonna be a legend. The Stumper. Reminds me of a young Richard Nixon.
Reminds me of a dick with ears.
Who's that lady you got on the outside?
Whitney Todd. It's one of you guys. I used to work with her. Big time romance. That was a long time ago. She's all I got left though. She's helping me on the outside. Looking out for me.
Where'd you meet her?
I used to shoot down at the FBI range at Guanago. One day I noticed this beautiful...
That's the lady that visits you?
I really noticed was her shooting form.
Yeah, right.
That's just our match, isn't it? How does it shoot?
Shot fine at Camp Perry.
Oh. Can I try it?
Look, I'd really rather you didn't.
Come on, I want to look at it.
Are you a member here?
They let me shoot here, though. It's got a nice fit. Can I try a few rounds?
Go ahead.
That's a couple inches high.
Best shot I've ever seen.
My name's Frank White, and I'm the second best.
How you doing, babe?
Not too good. I gotta get out of here. I'm going nuts.
I found some very interesting information for you. Do you know Richard Beals?
Sure. He's a case officer. I used to be assigned to him.
He testified today in a closed-door session. The agency had been keeping tabs on your friend Rick Burns. Burns left quite a string of dead bodies.
Yeah, I've heard rumors to that effect. He also say that all those hits were against Rivera?
No.
Of course not. Stumper would never let that out in open court. Those weren't just random hits. Everyone was against a guy in Rivera's organization. Burns wanted revenge.
I want them to die.
Burns never forgave himself for the death of my men. He wanted to even the score. The men that we killed during the war were targets of opportunity. It was a military situation. What Burns had on his mind was murder. I couldn't let him do it. I knew that if he killed Rivera, he'd be signing his own death warrant. After we parted ways, I realized that the bond between us was too strong to be broken. I had to stop him. I owed him that.
White! I'm gonna nail you. You make me sick. Oh, what are you gonna do? Kill me with your bare hands now? He's probably gonna try to napalm the courtroom. I'd like at this time to hear more from Mr. White on his fantastic exploits. This is a very compelling yarn he's spinning for us here. Mr. White, you had now been contracted to stop a Rick Burns from assassinating a foreign diplomat. Is that correct?
Well, I would say contracted is the wrong word. I simply planned to abort his mission, as it were.
You were to kill him?
No, Mr. Congressman, that was not my intent. Rick and I were old friends. I had to stop him from killing Miguel Rivera. My problem was I had to find him first. I knew he'd hit Rivera at the UN, but I had to figure out where he'd take the shot from. The sniper is well versed in the art of concealment and camouflage. Rick trained me. I knew I would have a hard time getting close to him. Rick was a tactical genius. I knew his capabilities. He would find a vantage point at the maximum sure range that he could make the shot. In order to escape easily, he knew he'd fire from across the East River. There were only certain structures that would offer him the high ground. was a simple mathematical problem to determine where he'd take the shot from. I dreaded finding Burns for several reasons. I didn't know how to stop him without killing him. Also, I knew this son of a bitch was dangerous as hell. I didn't want to die myself.
No way! I can't let you do it! Why not? Because you want Rivera as dead as I do. He killed your people. What's done is done. I'm gonna stop you. Such a final word on it?
Are you telling this committee you wanted to stop Rick Burns out of friendship? Come on, Mr. White.
Yes, I am. Better shot than that, Rick.
I never thought we'd wind up on opposite sides.
We're not! You know that, Rick.
Hey, we can work it out, buddy. Help me kill Rivera.
Not gonna happen. Why don't you step out? We'll talk about this.
Come on, Frank.
It's not the way we're gonna play it. You come find me.
Killing a man in cold blood. That's not what we're about, Rick.
Frank. You know where you are?
Close to you.
Yeah, but I'm invisible.
To me, you're not.
Come on. This way.
Rick was running out of time. He had to be in position before Rivera arrived at the UN. He was leading me on a wild goose chase, trying to shake me. It had become a game. A very dangerous game.
You lost, Frank? I'm up here.
Still smoking, Rick? Told you that was gonna kill you.
Yeah, that's all that's gonna kill me. It ain't gonna be you.
Don't have to kill you, Rick. I just gotta stop you.
You running low on ammo?
Uh-huh. You running low on time?
It ain't gonna be that easy, Frank. I taught you everything you know. Not everything I know.
I picked up a few things since then.
Oh, yeah. That's about as pretty a picture as you could want. Oh, Miguel, baby. Me and you got a date with the history books. Probably gonna be the first man to die on the UN steps. And this is gonna be the longest assassination in history. Step on out there, asshole.
Never make it.
You gonna kill me, Frank? Doesn't matter. I already did, the son of a bitch. Don't make a shit. You gonna play God with me, Frank? You gonna do me?
Yeah. I'm out of ammo. Doesn't make a shit, does it?
You got a cigarette?
what it feels like. Get that.
Congressman, that is the truth. That's what happened that day.
Members of the committee, I move this case be dismissed and all charges dropped.
Counsel, that motion is denied. This hearing will adjourn till tomorrow. Thank you, Mr. White. Counsel will adjourn till tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Sir, I have a proposition for you.
Aren't you being a bit presumptuous, Miss Todd? We're not here to make deals.
I think you'll be interested in this one, sir. First of all, I can keep the agency out of all of this. And second of all, we can shake up some pretty powerful people.
I see. And what do you get out of it?
I get Frank White.
Sorry. I'm not interested, Ms. Todd. Now, if you'll excuse me, we have a lot of work around here.
As you know, I'm to appear before a congressional hearing tomorrow. I'm prepared to make a very tearful statement confessing my involvement in a covert plot to kill Miguel Rivera.
That's preposterous.
I'll link myself, Frank White, and the agency in an executive order to terminate a foreign diplomat. It's the news scoop of the decade, sir.
You're bluffing, Ms. Todd.
Are you prepared to take that chance?
I'm bringing your little publicity charade to a close, Congressman.
Daniel, what are you getting at?
Let me give you a little background on this, okay? Miguel Rivera worked for me.
What do you mean he worked for you? I don't understand this.
If Whitney Todd testifies tomorrow, she dragged my name all through this. I'm slamming the brakes on you now.
I don't know if you can do that.
Yes, I can. To make things just a little bit easier, here's the booby prize.
Well, I like booby prizes.
Yeah, I think you will find that sufficient.
At this time, I'd like to call Whitney Todd, who is testifying for us here today under a congressional grant of immunity, and we're looking forward to her testimony as we hope that she can help shed some light on some of the issues that have been raised here. Miss Todd, when you were working as a federal agent, did you ever meet Frank White?
Yes, I have.
Were you aware that he was a mercenary that often worked for the CIA?
Yes, I was.
Were you ever involved romantically with Mr. White?
Congressman, I really don't see how this question is relevant.
Please, just, well, let the committee decide what's relevant. Just, if you could, answer the question for us.
Yes, for a time, that is correct.
At the time of the Miguel Rivera assassination, were you not working with Mr. White on a CIA assignment?
I would rather not comment on that at this time.
Ms. Todd, I don't think you quite realize what's going on here. You've been granted immunity from prosecution, and in effect, you must answer the questions as they are posed to you. Are we in complete understanding of this?
Yes, Congressman, I believe I do have an understanding of it.
Were you not, in fact, part of a CIA hit squad whose specific mission was to kill Miguel Rivera?
I would rather not answer that question. At this time, I think I would like to exercise my rights under the Fifth Amendment.
You can't do that! We've granted you immunity! What do you think is going on here? You must answer the questions! Now, Miss Todd, how do you account for your presence at the scene of the assassination? You were acting under somebody's orders.
Congressman Stumper, I can say that I was working on a federally sanctioned investigation. I was trying to develop a link between Miguel Rivera and an international business cartel based here in the United States, led by a very prominent American businessman. That man's name is Daniel Waterman.
I would like at this time to call for an adjournment while I confer with the congressman on the immunity issue.
Congressman, I think you should see this. Congressman, I'm not a reporter. I think you should take a look at this.
Let me give you just a little background on this, okay? Miguel Rivera works for me. If Whitney Todd testifies tomorrow, she drags my name all through this. I'm slamming the brakes on you nerds.
What is this? I don't know if you can do that.
Where did you get this? We got it.
Well,
Give it to me.
I like
No, I think the public should see this.
I can explain.
Here goes my pension.
Listen, your name came up in the trial today, but I got everything under control.
I'm becoming bored with all your talk.
I got the tape. And I can get Whitney Todd's testimony thrown right out of there.
You don't get it. Your history. Period.
Come on, Daniel. We go way back together. I mean, I'm your man on the Capitol. We're a team.
I don't care. Don't think you're the only man in this town that I own.
Oh, come on, take the tape. Oh, come on.
fucking bullets! Look at me. I'm a mess!
I'll take care of you, stubber! I call my lawyer! I'm out in 2 hours! You hear me? 2 hours!
White. Let's make a deal. I'll drop the charges. Forget the hearings. I'll close the hearings. Waterman's gonna kill me. White. You gotta kill Waterman. That's what you do. You kill people, you've gotta kill Waterman. That's our deal.